All right, so I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on the tools you can use when I'm asking you to graph and GoFormative. It's a show your work problem, and so you will see a grid that I've asked you to graph on. So I want to let you know you have tools available here to do so. So one of the tools that's very helpful when you're graphing ordered pairs is the dot tool. So this is the color my text or dot, whatever I'm doing, will appear in green. And then if you pick these right here, you can change the size of the points you're making. So you can make them big or really teeny or in between. You can barely see that one. Don't do the teeny ones. Bigger might be better for these assignments, okay? And then, so you can plot points. I'm going to make that this size right here. You can plot them. And then you have the option to use a text. Right now, see how big it is? Too big. It's huge. It's because you have this right here. So you can make that smaller, and you can do text wherever you need to do it. If you're labeling an ordered pair, like this one, it looks like it's -8, +9. You can label it using that text tool if you don't write very neatly or you just like things to be prettied up. And again, you can change the size of the font by just clicking on this right here. All right, the other option is after you've got your points plotted, if you want to connect them, you can connect. Let me put a few more points on there. I'll change colors for fun. Sometimes maybe you're trying to make a point in changing your colors. I'll make it larger. So I have this and this and this, and I want to connect those dots. Well, you can try it with, if you want them, ooh, that's nice and thick, right? Ooh, too thick, it'll cover our points. So I'm going to come down here and undo that. Down at the bottom is your undo symbol. And I'm going to make that a thinner line. There we go. And I can use, like I said, I can connect these with straight segments. Let's say I was trying to make a triangle. I chose that. It's a thinner line now, and I can just connect them up with straight segments. So that's your straight connection. Let's say I wanted to actually do a curve. I'm going to use this draw tool so I can show that it's really not straight segments, that these segments actually curve, and I can draw it that way. And let's say they keep going. I can draw a little arrow on the end and pass. So you have the ability to draw curves. Let's say that I have, it's a straight segment line that I'm trying to make, and I have several points that I'm trying to connect. Let me make some more points. Whoops, not big enough, couldn't see it. I'm going to go big on that. Boop. Up, I'm in this line, aren't I? Got to pick the circle. This and the circle tool, right there. There's, ooh, that's a big, big circle. Too big. Let's go a little smaller. So you have the ability to change the sizes on those things. As an eraser, in case you make a mistake. Whoops, don't erase your graph. That bring it back tool, undo tool is key. Now it's covered up. Undo. All right, so I'll just start over on that. I'm going to make some dots. Click my circle and my size of the dot that I want. And let's say I have these 3 points and I'm trying to connect them with a straight line. I'm going to grab the straight tool and I'm going to just connect them up like so. If I want to see my ordered pairs better, then I might make it thinner than the dots so that I have a real good view of where the ordered pairs are. And I can put a little arrow on the end if I want to indicate that it doesn't stop and just keeps going, which in a lot of these, that's what we want to do. And then again, if you want to write your ordered pairs in to label them, which is a great idea when we don't number our axes, because we might not be counting by ones. And so if you don't label your ordered pairs when the axes aren't labeled, then you can't really, you haven't graphed anything because we don't know what you're counting by. So you can do it that way, or you can type it with this. So play around with these tools, but that gives you a quick tutorial on how to make curves and straight lines and plot ordered pairs using this GoFormative program.